Here's a walk around video of this 2001 Carrera 4. I've owned this car personally 2 years. Built a motor for it. It had intermix coolant into the oil about a month after I bought it. Had a failed water pump, so built a motor. The heads went to Len Hoffman, who builds the heads for Jake Raby. So it has ported heads, about $3,500 in head work, Nikasil plated, factory size 3.4 cylinders. The car technically is paint to sample, ocean blue metallic, factory sport package. Has these rare parking sensors on the rear bumper. That's what those are. That's a factory option. Original 18-inch turbo twist wheels, Continental Extreme Contact. I believe they're an all-season style tire, dated 2022. They have about 3,000 miles on them. Electronic headlights. These seats were redone, not by us, but before we got the car. I had the backs painted and the center console painted. It's a nice touch. There are the back seats. These nice floor mats. I believe they're Lloyd mats, but they're really nice and thick. Metropol blue interior. Manual sport seats. Someone did smoke in this car at one point. There's a couple of cigarette burns. One there. I think there's one on the back seat. But the car does not smell of smoke at all. If I can find the key, we'll start this thing. We'll hop in here. Do a short driving video. Continental head unit with Bluetooth. I'm going to turn this off because the Bluetooth will connect. Cup holders, those are new. They were broken when we got the car. I fixed a plethora of things in this car, including the motor. All axles have been rebuilt, all four, including the two front. All fluids have been changed, obviously, in the motor because we built a new one. The front diff fluid was changed. The transmission fluid was changed. The brake fluid's been changed. The rear wing light stays on in all of these cars until you exceed 4 miles an hour. Heated seats. Nice to have. Put in this cubby holder here. This is the updated cigarette lighter, so it actually works and will charge your phone. It's a Rennline phone mount here. The sunroof track has been replaced. That was broken, or it was barely functioning when we got it, so we put in a whole new sunroof track so you don't have to. The common problem with these cars, the door locks, latches go bad and the window doesn't drop when you open the door. Both latches have been replaced. This window regulator was replaced. I think I replaced both window regulators. I don't know. I fixed everything that was broken. It's my car for 2 years, so can't be driving around in a broken car. So I'm doing this with one hand. It's got some rattles and squeaks. Might be my hat, I'm not sure. It's on Bilstein B8 shocks and H&R lowering springs. aggressive street alignment we put on it. It has camber plates up front, so if you want to, you can get more front camber out of it, but it's got around 1.7 degrees of negative camber up front. The factory settings in the rear. So, cruise control works, air conditioning works, heat works, heated seats work, windows work. Spoiler works. I replaced the drive unit on the spoiler. One of the sides was broken on this one. Starting to see that more and more. Second gear pull. I would say the brakes are midlife. They're not new, but they don't need to be replaced yet. It's factory drilled rotors on it. What else can I tell you about this car? It's a pretty special car to us, but I have two more of these. I have a C4S and a Aero kit car. So if you want a 996 that's been mechanically sorted, this is a good car for you. The paint is not perfect on this car. Pull over and I'll zoom in on those things. Let's see here. So the paint flaws are, there's some scratches on the bumper here. And then there's some clear coat issues on this paint. That's just on the rear bumper. It's common for the taillights to crack when this gets slammed. It pushes on this. They make these things called lightsavers that help that. There's a flaw in the paint here that's been touched up. No dents. Had those pulled. The clear coat in random spots is doing this. See that discoloration? There's a chip up here. Electronics, and you can see the speckling on the hood. I have another hood in ocean blue. If you can find a way to take it with you. It has some dents in it, and it doesn't have the white sticker. This is the original hood, so you would need to get a reproduction white sticker. Phone's doing a zoom, weird zoom thing. Let's pop this. So obviously when I built the motor, it's got all new accessories, new water pump, new AOS, oh man, you know, obviously everything is new rod bearings, new main bearings. The crank was very lightly polished. It didn't have any spun bearings or anything. New bolts throughout the motor. Oh, ARP rod bolts. The motor's been run by me on the track. I've probably done 6 or 7 track days with this motor. It's performed well. Put a new coolant tank in as well. If I stand here long enough, I'll